He's a busy man. It's time now for everyone's favorite game show. Cue the music. You let me down back there in the control room. More or less. We had music last week, and we're going 49er style. I will talk to everyone after the show.
I hear the music. I hear a little bit.
That's not the game show music.
Low.
Like I said, we'll talk to you about that a little bit later. Time now to play more or less. I'm very disappointed. The 49ers, 5-11 record, a season ago. More or less than 5 wins in 2016, David. I'm disappointed, but I'm still going to ask you the question.
They're going to have more wins than 5. Because they're going to score some more points. They got some good players on. Bowman is going to tackle enough people to get over 5.
Yeah, they're going to write that ship. They're definitely going to have more.
More. Just so you know, you've seen their schedule, right? It is the toughest schedule, tied with the Falcons.
Very difficult.
They have the Seahawks. They go to Carolina. They face the Cowboys and the Cardinals all in the first 6 games.
Yeah, but they have assets on that team. They have a lot of assets on that
football team. I don't even know who their cornerback is. All right, moving on. The 49ers average 14.9 points per game. That's a total of 238 points. That'll also get you last in the league in scoring, just in case you're wondering. Are the 49ers going to have more or less than 14.9 points per game?
That's why they bought Chip Kelly there.
Absolutely.
And Chip Kelly has two quarterbacks who fit his style of play, as in a spread offense. That's what Chip wants to do. You want somebody who's a spread quarterback to have familiarity with what you do.
What do they say, David? If you have 2 quarterbacks,
you don't have one.
None.
Well, no, but they're saying they got 2 quarterbacks. I never said that. They got one who led their team to 3 NFC championships. His name is Colin Kaepernick. The other guy, he was in Jacksonville, and you see what's going on in Jacksonville.
I'm sorry, Jamie.
I'm just saying.
Hey, Chip Kelly, in his first 29 games in Philly, averaged 29 points.
Scored a lot.
Pretty good.
All right, as we said, that 2 quarterback system, you don't have one if you have 2. Now the 49ers, they saw both those quarterbacks get significant time. Blaine Gabbert, he played 8 games. Colin Kaepernick, he played the other 8. So more or less for Colin Kaepernick as a starting quarterback, 8 games. What do you think, DC?
I'm going to say more. Right now they feel good about Blaine Gabbert because he's been healthy. He played well. Towards the end of the last season.
They beat the Giants last week in practice.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, he's got
great in camp. Love these guys.
You got one quarterback with confidence right now, so it's going to take a little time for Colin to get back, but he's going to start more than 8 games.
I'm going to go more, too, with Colin.
He'll be the guy.
That's great, guys. All right, 28 sacks last season. 28. That's not very many.
It's not a lot.
More or less, gentlemen, in 2016. JD, I'll start with you.
More or less? More.
Yeah,
I think more. I think when you look at his team, where they are, it's not that bad. I mean, they just have some tweaking to do in the toughest division in the National Football.
Right, yeah.
And that's what I think it's more about is recalibrating. They should have new life. They'll be fine.
They're going to have more opportunities, more snaps on defense, so
that's
get more
exactly
sacks.
Right.
Yeah.
They're going to hunt
more. DeForest Buckner, hopefully he can come in and do something, so I think they'll have more this year.
Talk about a guy who'll be taking advantage of the extra snaps on defense. That's Navarro Bowman. He led the league in tackles last year, 154. So what do you think, more or less, when it comes to that facet of his game?
I'm going to actually go with more again, just because, I mean, he's a great player. And when you think about it, it's designed for him to hunt and make those tackles. And so what they'll do, they drafted the kid this year. They're going to continue to cover him up and let him hunt, just like we've seen Willis and in the past and Ray Lewis in the past. You cover this guy up, he will go and make every tackle he could possibly make.
He certainly was a hunter and gatherer, 154 tackles. That's stout, DC.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of tackles. I think it's going to be less just because of the fact that they're not going to necessarily have to tackle as much. I mean, they're going to be in games where the other team might be throwing the ball because they might be not coming from behind. They're going to be in situations where the team's going to be throwing the football down the field, trying to come back. So
he tackles everywhere.
He does tackle everybody.
I saw him tackle a guy in the stands.
This dude is legit. I remember when he came out, I was there his first year, and Mike Singletary was working with him at linebacker. I've never seen a more explosive guy. And he's not a really big guy.
Right.
But he's so explosive and fast sideline to sideline.
And it's so impressive considering he tore his MCL and his ACL. He was out the entire 2014 season, and then he does
determination.
Mike Singletary wanted winners.
I love a guy like that.
People who want to win.
Well, you both really are optimistic about the 49ers this year.